What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another toy review. I am George, the 80s Transformer fan, and you know what this is. We got a box in front of me. It is unopened. As you can see, it's from BigBadToyStore.com. I'm going to get this box down and around. It's so big, it's barely fitting into the camera. And if you've seen the intro of this video, you know what's in the box. Turn it on its side. Oh man. It's big and it is heavy. Maybe I should have started off with the box on this side. And let's cut into it. A lot of tape there. Come around to this side. And let's see what type of goodies are inside, if we can. This is my latest order, and I've been waiting for these guys for a while. Here is my 18-inch Leonardo. Oh, he is heavy and awesome. Here is my 18-inch quarter scale Michelangelo. And last but not least, in the back of the box is Masterpiece Sunstreaker. Here is his box. Here's the packaging. He is MP-39 Cybertron Warrior Sunstreaker Lamborghini Countach LP500S. Got long life design here. Takara told me here. Masterpiece over there. The official Lambo over there. Bottom of the box. The reverse side of the box, we have the shot of the product inside of the box. Sunstreaker. I've been dying to get this thing, but I was collecting a lot of stuff. I wasn't in a hurry to get it. I got this in the mail about a week ago. The end of March. He's been out for like 2 months now. He's been out since the beginning of the year. But I know these Masterpiece things now, they don't sell out, and if they do sell out, they get reissued. So I wasn't breaking my neck trying to get it, but I'm very happy to get it. I'm gonna get this junk out of the way. I'm gonna review this toy. There it is. Finally got him in my hand. I'm so excited for this figure. Nothing else inside the box. Box there. Here is his instructions, which I've never tried to use on any figure whatsoever except for MP-36. But I'm opening it up not just to get the instructions and the card out. Here is the instructions. Here is his card and tech spec. There are his numbers. There's a few average and low numbers in there. There's a picture of artwork from the figure. Here are his mirrors, or should I say his extra mirrors. He already has some on his vehicle. Some of these guys, you just get the mirrors and you got to put them on, but he has an extra set, which is cool. And it also means they already know that they're fragile or easily lost. Here is his full color instruction, fold out, or mostly full color, mostly color. Alright, it's in color here. Show you can pose the figure, show you the two different car modes where he's just straight up Countach and then he's the customized Countach we saw in the cartoon. Shows his features, his accessory features I should say. There is one little shot from the actual cartoon, him next to Ironhide looks like. Then there's a shot at the top. I think both from the same episode. Steel City, I think. And there's the black and white. I knew it. I knew it. And look at all this transformation. Wow. Okay, get the tape off of this side. And we have it. The best thing already is the chrome. I'm glad they didn't go with some type of silver. You know, a lot of people were talking about their chrome being scratched, and I see some scratches on my spoiler immediately out of the box. The camera should be picking it up. But still like the chrome. I don't know why it's scratched immediately. A little speck of something right in there. You can see that? I don't know what the heck that. Or is that the keyhole? I think that's the keyhole. I'm trying to dig it out. I think that's the keyhole. Let me see if it's present over. Yes, that is the keyhole. Wow. Amazing attention to detail. Little side flasher, blinker light right there. I love the little translucent headlights right there. Yes. Not too in love with the cartoon Autobot symbol. The little molded in fog lights under there. Love the little bumper here. Oh man, this is my favorite car, and I know it transforms back here to the real car lights. This is like the G1 toy lights look here. He has something in plastic under here. Wow, they got plastic in here protecting the figure. I think I touched it here. Here's the chrome for the robot mode. There's supposed to be these blowpipes here. Wow. Okay, the wiper doesn't move. Still looks pretty cool. All right, let me set this guy down, see how he rolls. You can hear him not getting that much clearance, but he still rolls. He rolls a lot better than my damn hot rod, I tell you that. But you can hear it dragging. I guess this part under here, the protector. It seemed like they would just drop the wheels down, even though they might not actually be dropped in real life. But it seemed like they would, at this point, they would make sure the wheels are down so you can roll these figures. I don't know if they're going by the adult collector thing and figure we're just gonna like put on the shelf and be done with it, or display it in robot mode. But I mean, if I got a car, even at my age, I'm going to roll the car. But yeah, you can hear it dragging behind. Okay, I'm going to set him to the side for 1 second, and we're going to take a look at his accessories. He comes with a repainted side swipe gun. At least it looks like side swipe gun, but it doesn't fold up like side swipes. In the cartoon, he never had, well, not the cartoon, the G1 toy. He never had a gun of his own, other than the little missiles you plugged in and the pile drivers you plugged in. So I guess they went with, to see Sideswipe Brother, Sideswipe gun. The cartoon, the 80s cartoon, he had a few different guns. The classic generic gun that everybody had, and I guess he was seen with this from time to time. And next up is the mask from the episode Hoist Goes to Hollywood. And it looks like, alright, look, this is gray plastic, and they painted it over green. Which I hate when they do this. Use green plastic, and then just paint the eyes and teeth. Because, you know, it gets scuffed and beat up, and then the paint wears away. If you use green plastic, you don't have to worry about that so much. Just the eyes, and they're teeny tiny. And he's got like teeny tiny crossed eyes, like from the episode Hoist Goes to Hollywood, which was sweet. He has another pistol from another episode that I just dropped in the floor. Alright, I'm back. A little pistol from another episode that he once used on 1 or 2 episodes. Easily recognizable for any fan, any Sideswipe fan. And then he has 2 interchangeable faces. And we have Chip Chase. Excellent, excellent accessory. I'm going to have to bring out Spike to see if he's Spike's size. Excellent accessory. Sits in a wheelchair. He was on there a couple times. He actually has molded glasses. No eyes back there, but he actually has molded glasses. A collar on his shirt. A collar on the jacket. A belt on the pants. And a crease in the pants. He actually has like a shoelace area in his shoes. They actually put a little detail in there, but we still don't get painted eyeballs. But he has a little bit of detail. He has a part in his hair. Not too much detail on the wheelchair, but the side of the wheels are molded, not painted, but they're molded. They're there. This is a pretty cool accessory. Okay, I want to go over some of his car mode features. He has the opening trunk. A lot of people say hood, but on a real car, this is the trunk area, and the engine is back here, obviously. But that opens up, which is a pretty cool touch. I guess it got something to do with transformation also, but it is there. And I understand his doors open up. If I have to pull them out first, or there's one. There's two. Man, they put so many display options in here. This is where, if you have the money, you get into the, do I buy two? So I can have one on display like this. Like, I'm going to gently try to get these two pieces out. It's one thing to just transform. It's another thing to transform these figures on camera. You definitely don't want to break it. Then the whole time you're kind of working around the camera. Anyway, he has this little feature where he pulled out this gun. Two, I think, might have been Thundercracker and Skywarp. I think maybe it was two unnamed Decepticons following these guys. It was Sunstreaker, Sideswipe, and Trailbreaker. And Trailbreaker couldn't get away fast enough, so Optimus Prime dispatched Sunstreaker and Sideswipe. Man, say that 5 times fast. Sunstreaker and Sideswipe to come out and help. And I remember he shot his little gun. He opened his gun up and shot one of the, I think it was like some purple or lavender background Decepticon guy, and blew his wing off. And then they turned around. But I was hoping they would do this, and they actually did it. And man, that is so cool that they put that in there. I'm trying to close that up. Put this back, and man, only thing, I love chrome, but I see playing with these features is going to be a problem back here as far as rubbing that off. But it also it swaps out to reveal the standard Lamborghini mode. Also, I know this gun has some type of storage. I see a little hole here. See if I can get it in there, which is not happening right now. Yeah. Oh, maybe this little hole is for this gun. Yep. The gun on top right there, and there is that. But I do know this stores away inside. I think you gotta open up the doors. Open up these doors. Look like Zentari's car from the last Starfighter. When you open up these doors, or whatever the little panels. And you pull on this. You take this gun, it's a little hand pistol. You fold it up. And I don't think, mine has like this little protective plastic in there that I haven't taken out yet. I know this gun stores in here. I'm sure it pegs in, but you can just get it in there. You can just, well, I'm going to get around to getting the plastic out. This is a straight out of the box review like I do all the time, so I'm not that practiced with the figure. But anyway, that goes in there. Take this thing out. Now I'm going to try to get it converted into the standard Lamborghini mode. Alright, I'm going to totally start from scratch so I don't blow this thing to convert it. So I think open the door. You may not have to open the doors, but I'm opening up the doors so I don't jack anything up. And I love the blue translucent windows. I really do. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second here. Okay, I popped these open. Just lost a little paint. I saw it pop. Move these out of the way. Okay, open up the spoiler again. Get that out of the way. Open this up, and I guess you just completely flip it over. Maybe might have to open up the back to get some clearance. Think maybe. No, the entire back folds. Yep. Open that up. If I can get it to sit down in there. I think I got it right. Maybe not. Fold these things down, the little chrome pieces. Man, it's a lot of chrome. Oh, gotta get this little gun thing in there. There's chrome everywhere on this guy. And don't get me wrong, I love chrome, but woo, it's everywhere on this figure. Alright, try to get these little space doors up. think I got it. I mean, whoever designed this thing needs a raise. I'll tell you that right now. That is amazing. Amazing that they put all that in there. They could have just left it one way or the other. I think I got it tabbed all that neat. Yeah, you got to forgive me because, like I say, this is a one-shot deal. I open up the box and then I just go for it. Oh, you take these, pop these things out, and they swivel down, I think. Yep, they swivel down. I mean, that is so freaking cool. And then you got like the standard Lamborghini look, and if you zoom in close enough, you can see where I think it says Countach right back there, and it has some more writing. I think that's the Lamborghini up there. It has the tailpipes, the license plate area, the lights in different colors. You got an orange light of the tail light, the blinkers on the side, and you got some silver in there for the reverse lights. I mean, that, man, this is, I'm loving this thing, loving it. Like I said, I think I got all that tabbed in there. I think it looks neat. And he turns into a standard Lamborghini to look just like his twin brother, and I'm going to get him out there, which was actually my favorite of the two as far as characters. But in this toy line, ooh-wee, I think of this guy already. I didn't like the fact that I had sloppy paint. If you seen, I brought this guy out before, sloppy paint. It just didn't tab in together good, and like it's like fading right there. And I really don't break this guy out a lot. And I was just never all that happy with it. Then they 2.0'd it, and then I was very excited because they did the windshield in this blue, and I really wanted to get this guy. But then the 2.0, they made the tires like cartoon gray, and I'm like, you gotta effing be kidding me. I'm like, they improved the figure, did the paint better, and then switched the tires to gray. If I can pop these out and swap them, I still might get the 2.0. I thought about it when I ordered this, thought about getting the 2.0, but those gray tires was just freaking bugging me. I'm like, why did they do that? I guess to differentiate it more from this one. But man, they had me sold on buying this figure again because it just needed a little bit of a touch-up. Okay, never mind. I'm done ratting on that, but I want to put these guys side by side. And they actually made two totally different transformations look almost identical in vehicle mode. Look at the scale here. Look at the size here. Wow. I mean, man, this really takes me back. Okay, come around to the back of the car. This guy doesn't have the little license plate area, but still looks very, very similar. Oh, you can see it a lot better here. Countach and Lamborghini on the back of these guys. There's a little button under here. You push it. You push it to get them started and pop them up. And that is so freaking cool. Wow. I mean, you think when they 2.0 this guy, they might have squoze it in there and added it. I definitely would have got it then. But anyway, super cool feature aside, it's time for me to get this thing transformed if I can. I know it's a lot of origami involved in this, plastic origami, whatever, into getting this thing transformed. And I believe you start from the base mode like this, the standard Lamborghini mode. We'll see how it goes. I know these separate. These are his feet, just like in a G1 toy. We just pull them apart. There's that plastic in there. I just pull it apart. Come on, you. Oh, there goes the plastic. Wonder what it was protecting. Maybe I pull the hood up. There we go. Clears a leg, more plastic. Maybe it's protecting some painted parts in there. Start by pulling these down. And again, I do not know this transformation. Going by what I think I know and what it feels like. So you watching it, don't be afraid. I don't think I'm gonna break it. If I'm gonna break it, it's already edited out. You'll never see it. And again, I know these are the legs because it's kind of G1-ish. I think this panel comes down, or maybe not yet. I know the windows fold up and in. I'm doing it correctly. And go down in here. This window folds up. And again, I hate to keep saying it, but it's true. Forgive me because there is no practice time on this. This is me just going for it. And I'm assuming this panel comes down to cover this gap. Maybe I brought that in too soon. Try this. I know somebody's watching it like, no, it doesn't go like that, but I know by the time I get to the end. And we have legs. And a lot of paint chipping. Oh, this folds up. I think it goes to his butt. Comes a butt flap. I think I got those legs right. Come up here to the windshield. And I'm not sure about this. Open up his spoiler. I'm just going to start digging in here. Open this up. There's that other plastic in there. If I get a better angle for everyone watching. Pull these down. I see arms. And the plastic protecting the arms. I see fists. Oh, there we go. And I believe the real windshield rotates out. Maybe folds up. And then we have this false windshield here. Might be getting ahead of myself. But the false windshield. Autobot logo. I'm doing it, I really am. Well, looks like, see, watching toy reviews pay off. I've seen this review. I think it pays off. Did I get on the stand? Oh, its tires fold up. They do some, oh, this becomes like a stabilizer, I think. Maybe. Think I got it. Swivel this one out. Come on. Alright, the damn thing was double hinged and I was terrified to break it, so I went off camera to get it down, and there's down. The two tires are down underneath. And I don't know if he's standing any better now. Maybe I have to finish the whole thing off. If that is the waist, that is the bottom half, and that wasn't so bad. I'm sure these fold down like Wheeljack to cover the gap. He's a lot like Wheeljack transformation. Oh, he's starting to look like our Sunstreaker. The arms, I've seen it, they're double hinged. They come down. His hands are like right here. I don't know if something opens up to allow them to come out, or do they just rotate out? Oh, we're going to open this up. I see it opening up anyway. Oh, and that closes down. And I have an arm for my Sunstreaker. Rotated that forward. I don't know if it should be rotated forward already. Open this up. And also it lengthens the arm as well. Open this up. Come on, dang it. Reviewing on camera is with Masterpiece Transformers is very difficult without practice. But this is what I would be doing if I was sitting alone at home with no camera, trying to figure it out. I wouldn't use instructions. And I think it's some way that the head actually pops out for you. Oh, it's a lever in here. It gets the head to come out. Maybe I should have saved that for last, but the head is up. And it actually snaps into place. There is Sunstreaker's face. And I've got, what about 90% Sunstreaker here? Transform. Now for the backpack. No, it rotates over. if I'm doing it correctly. I don't know if Sunstreaker windshield comes down. I know this butt flap comes up. It's supposed to snap or something. Or something locked. This locks something in there. It locks the backpack in there. Okay, I'm going to try to back it up just a hair. And I think this comes out. I think that goes in. I don't see where it snaps, but I think it sits under there. Get these two little chrome pieces out of the way. I think it'll let me close it now, or maybe not. Yep, lets me close it. Now I'm going to swivel these things down and finally swing it around. I think I got the backpack and this little hook piece. Wait, bring this back out. These little pieces come out and these sides fold in. They're actually folding in by accident, almost like they know where to go. And I think I got this right. I know the last thing is to get it to hook right on there. I'm gonna try to slide it under, see if that works out. Yeah, and it exactly does. It slides underneath the glass. Fortune favors the bold, and I think I have it on pretty much one take. I stopped a couple times because I didn't want to break the damn thing. I got it on one take, and my goodness, it is Sunstreaker from the cartoon. Wow. I don't know if I got his legs right. This waist keeps popping up on me. And I'm going to bring him forward and take a look at him. It has the giant cartoon Autobot logo. I prefer a standard sticker style logo over the cartoon, but it looks pretty good. His face looks good. Oh, and the head, you can bring the head forward if you want. While I was messing with it, I have brought it forward. I got a little bit of paint scuffing right there, a little bit yellow, nothing major. But if you bring it forward, you can see like the little neck part sticking up. But you can bring it forward. I think I like it forward as opposed to sitting back. But taking a look at him in robot mode, and I think I've got it all correct. He has something on his arm here. Looks like something stuck in the plastic mold, some bubbling. Looks kind of bad. It's not huge, but this like it's permanent. It's in the plastic, like bubbles in the plastic. Just taking a look at the quality of the figure. I just showed you two negatives, the arm and the paint on the head, but he looks amazing. And you can just see where he's an action figure. You can see the joints. You can see where this thing is just, without me even doing it, it is so totally posable. Like Megatron and Hot Rod before him. Some of the guys that I actually own. There are probably more. You know, I don't have them all yet. But he looks awesome from his hands. You could tell he's a whole new generation of Transformer masterpiece design. Only thing that I see negative about the design, not the quality, the issues I just mentioned, is the skirt piece here. Because if you were to try to sit him down, he'd be sitting on the skirt. I guess you can sit him down, but he does have that right there. But the chrome looks good. I like how he has the false chest and the false backpack to make the whole thing work. His feet look pretty good. He's pretty cleaned up. You're not looking at any hollow things. The backpack is pretty large, but it's pretty well balanced. He has the stabilizers. And I think this is another home run. If I had to rank these guys, just throwing it out there real quick, and I know I'm not done with this review, I would have to say MP-39 Megatron, MP-10 Optimus Prime, then this guy. Only because those guys are like bigger in stature. But he is amazing, amazingly engineered. I'm really, really loving this figure. Oh, and I'm gonna take a look at this articulation while we're here. His head can look up that wall. He can look up as far as he want to see Decepticons. And I know when these guys look down, and he can look down a lot. He's looking into his chest. Unless you pull his head all the way up here, then he's not getting much clearance. If you leave it back here, that's all he's getting looking down. I guess you could just imagine he was talking to Chip down there. Anyway, rolling on, that's his head. His shoulder 360s. His arm, I don't know if I got it right, but it's not. I don't see anywhere for it to lock in, so it kind of floats freely. As long as that friction joint stays tight, I think we'll be all right. With his arms, he can bring them up this far. See if we can fold his arms a bit. I love doing that when figures can do that. Yep, he can kind of fold his arms and huff and puff, which is very, very cool. These little things on top, they just kind of float freely. They don't lock either. These were in G1 mode. These were pile drivers that they confused with side swipe. It's another story. He has a bicep swivel. He bends at the shoulder. I guess because transformation, he can get it up that far. It's double hinged. He has a swivel at the wrist. A lot of articulation. Disappointing in his fingers, he has a little bit of a thumb hinge, which I would prefer if he still had an index finger, but all four of his fingers are stuck together, which is I don't like that. Wish they kept at least the index finger. And I'm not one of those guys. I have never bought the third-party hands to enhance my figures. Not that I don't like them. I just, man, if you got to do that after spending all this money on these guys, you know, I might get the light up eyes for some of the guys, but I don't think I'll get the hands. Coming down to his waist. His waist actually 360s, backpack and all. Amazing. Get his leg up this far, and he holds it. I believe he holds this entire position without me. Yeah, that tire and the stabilizer gives him great balance down there. He can bring it back just as far, or almost as far, even with the skirt piece back there. The only thing stopping it from going further is the spoiler. He swivels at the upper thigh. He has a knee bend. He can get his leg up this far. I mean, this guy transforms from a Lamborghini to a complete action figure, and I'm not even holding it. He can like stomp on Decepticons. And he has the rocker at his foot, in case you want to get him in a wider stance, and both his feet still touch the ground. I mean, they threw down with this figure. They really did. He looks amazing. Come on, Decepticons. Alright, here he is with his smaller laser pistol. Fits in his hand just fine. He holds it pretty well. Move along to his side swipe replica gun. I can't think of the name of it. Probably tag it on the screen, maybe. Flare gun, I remember. But his version of the flare gun. Because again, the G1 toy never had a gun, so they just made up a gun for him. And I'm shocked that they didn't try to include some type of little missile pod with his hand folding back up and being able to stick the missile in his arm like the G1 toy. I'm really shocked that they didn't do that. Those are his two guns. Of course, Chip Chase figure he comes with. And sit him up here. Like he did in one episode. I think Heavy Metal War. Then he comes with an interchangeable face. These things are tiny. Tiny. I think you just pull forward from his normal expression. I didn't highlight yet. Take that out and we have, I don't even know what to call it. I guess his shocked expression. Just pop that right out. It just holds on with a little peg. And his laughing expression. Go back to his original stern face. And I think I like the laughing face better, but I don't know, I'm slave to what it's packaged with. Whatever it's packaged with is what I would go with. And he has the Hoist Goes to Hollywood alien face. Or alien mask, I should say. And it looks just as goofy as the episode from Hoist Goes to Hollywood. Here he is perfectly holding that pose, which, I mean, you just gotta love. And I think that's it for his accessories. Take this off the guy. I mean, I guess if he was more of a, I want to say popular character, because I love the guy. That he wasn't featured a lot in the G1 cartoon because his toy was selling. The guys that toys flew off the shelf, you didn't see a lot because the cartoon was advertising for the toy. That's why we saw Ironhide and Ratchet a lot, because those weren't moving. And I know a lot of people say, well, we saw Megatron Optimus a lot, well, because some characters are key for the storyline. But these guys, the Lamborghinis weren't featured a lot because they were selling. They were Lamborghinis, they were boy toys, and those cars were selling. But here he is. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. I can't believe it took me so long to get it. I had a lot of stuff. I collect in order. Like if I say I'm going to get one thing, that's what I'm doing. And if they drop something else while I'm trying to get a specific toy, I'll just hold off. So that's why I didn't have this guy sooner. That's why I didn't review it sooner. Absolutely love it. He makes a lot of the older guys look like dinosaurs. Him, Megatron, and Hot Rod, and I guess that's why they're supposed to be 2.0 Optimus Prime now. But and Prowl has a 2.0 coming. No one wants to go back and buy all these guys again. Maybe Optimus with the battle damage because it's Optimus, but there's no way I'm going to try to fill in all these guys with the updated version. No way. One last feature slash gimmick: this gun can store away inside his leg, like sort of James Bond style. Just fold it up and tab it into this little thing. I think I got it, maybe not. Okay, maybe it goes this way. I just did the same thing twice. Alright. Yeah, I guess it just, I don't know if that's where it goes in robot mode, but yeah, he can carry around his secret little pistol. It's almost like a female move or James Bond with the little gun inside the stocking. I don't know, but it fits in there if that's what you want to do with it. One of the things I really loved about Sunstreaker and Sideswipe, they were Autobot warriors, and their specialty was fighting Decepticons. Like some people were scientists, mechanics, and espionage. These guys, Sunstreaker and Sideswipe, his brother, were the fighters. They got dirty, probably injured out on the battlefield, and they probably had a nice little kill count. If the cartoon was a little bit more serious, if it was Japanese anime, I'm sure they would have had a Decepticon kill count. But in the end, to wrap this over the long toy review up, get his accessories out here, really love this guy. I had like two flaws with it. One of them was minor a little paint, but then the bubbles in the plastic, yeah, that kind of sucked. It's always something. I forgot about the extra mirrors. Really, really love this guy. If you haven't gotten it, if you're on the fence and you don't know, the transformation was a little complicated. It was complicated and easy at the same time, if I can say that in a sentence. It was a lot of folding up, but it's pretty easy. If you've done Wheeljack, you can do this guy, because a lot of the things fall in the same place, and it makes sense before you're even doing it. The things fold where you think they would fold. Really, really love this figure. If you don't have it, go out and get it. This has been George, the 80s Transformer fan, saying thank you for watching another one of my toy reviews, and I'll see you soon. Alright everybody, it's bonus review time, and I'm going to bring out, you knew I would bring out, the G1 Sunstreaker and put them next to the MP-39 Sunstreaker, and you can really see the differences in the updates to this figure. Like, wow, like, it's so funny. I've always thought that they scaled down the Masterpiece guys and made them little guys. And like, I feel like this is a little guy. And it isn't until I bring out the G1 that I realize like these guys are so tiny. when I was a kid, I thought they were a decent size. Then I became an adult collector, and I found out how tiny they were. Then I got used to them over the years. But every time they bring out a masterpiece guy, I fall right back into how teeny tiny these guys really are. But you can see where he draws his inspiration from. He still has the front of the car as the feet. He still has the windshield as his chest, even though this is a false chest. Autobot logo here. He has the black stripe here. They added a little bit of blackish gray. I would have preferred if it was straight black, but blackish gray here to mimic. Bringing them closer. You see the head with the little yellow vents on the side. This one has like striping in there, molded in stripes, which I wonder why they didn't give us an alternate head to go G1. But these are like totally cartoon accurate. And these things, the little pile driver arms, they got adapted to side swipe later on. He has those on his shoulder. These have no function. They just sit there because they were present on the G1 toy. Turn him around. His head has the vents behind him, and the cartoon turned it into a backpack, and he has the backpack behind him. You can't see the spoiler. See the spoiler on the G1, and the tires are side of the feet here. They're tucked under. And the little black parts here are the gray black here. Clearly they cleaned up the gorilla arm things, and they totally dropped. The cartoon didn't have the little red sticker here. We don't get any red over here. We still get like that little corner, but it's all black over there. And you can't see the tires on his arm. They're folded up back there. Really, really love my update. And as a kid, man, I wore this toy out. I think I wound up losing a fist. The chrome was gone. This one's in pretty good condition, but the chrome was gone. The stickers are off under here. I really gave this car the business as a kid. I loved it, him and Sideswipe. And as a kid, I remember finding this thing at Toys R Us, being blown away. I grabbed the box, ran to my mom. They had one of the good Transformers on the shelf because a lot of them sucked. Ran to my mom, and Mom, I gotta have this. My mother said, put it in the buggy, and I got it. First time I saw it, first time I got it. And speaking of Toys R Us, now that they're going out of business, they were scheduled to actually get a US release this year of Sideswipe. I don't know if it would have been this one, the 2.0 one, but they were scheduled to get Sideswipe this year. And I wonder where would that toy fall? Will it be a Walmart exclusive, Target exclusive? Will we still get it in the US? But this guy, until Toys R Us went out of business, he was coming. And I can't think another guy. They were finally getting around to this guy after like 8 years at Toys R Us. But now that's out of here. But I'm sure he'll probably fall somewhere else. At some other store, I'm hoping. Bring these guys forward. Take a look at the faces a little bit more closely. Get them up a little bit higher. Then you could tell this is Americanized art. This guy totally looks like some type of Japanese character, especially from that era. And his face is more elongated. This face is a little bit more rounded. Gotta love Sunstreaker. Wow, one of my faves. Love the yellow. Oh man, one of my all-time faves. Only thing, they didn't put an Autobot symbol on the hood of the car, and he has a sticker there. But I guess they didn't draw it in the cartoon, so if they didn't put it in the cartoon, we didn't get it. And I'm assuming this doubles as his jetpack for when he's doing this jet judo. Him and Sideswipe. Now I got these guys in car mode, but it was not without incident with the masterpiece. As I'm transforming it, I could not get what is the right arm of the vehicle on this side to double hinge and tab in. It took forever. It was so stiff, so hard. Then when I'm putting the leg back into place, I popped the mirror off. The mirror shoots so far you would not believe. It was almost scary, but I was able to find it. Then it was a nightmare getting it back on here. Then as I'm putting it back on there, actually broke the door off the hinge. You can see where it's no longer tabbed together. I'm so trying to get the mirror into the little hole that the total door comes off the hinge, and it was on there like on a little screw, but the screw stripped itself out, and I had to like glue it to get it back. And as you can see, it's no longer flush. And man, it's just really bothering me. I'm just really sick about it. And I kind of wish I had it on camera so you can see what I did, so you won't do it. But just as I'm just pushing on this part, I'm not even touching the mirror. As I click it, it just ejects this mirror. And I saw a tour review where another guy said the same thing happened to him. But and as I'm putting it on, like I say, the door came off the hinge. I was able to get it back on the hinge, but it just doesn't sit as flush no matter what I did with it. And it's got some play in there now, and now I have that little bit of a gap. It's not the worst thing in the world, but now it's there. And when you spend like, what was it, $125 on this thing plus shipping, man, it's what a bummer. What a bummer. But you have to do. But here they are side by side in vehicle mode, and I have them in his supercharger car mode where it's not the standard Lamborghini. Here's the G1, and again the G1 looks so tiny. With the die cast in the feet, he didn't have that true curvature of the hood the side swipe did, and it kind of looked blocky at the end. But he was still a Lamborghini on this flap thing, always comes down. And but he was still pretty cool. His Lamborghini sports car, G1 Autobot. Played with him to death, loved him to death. And here are the two side by side in vehicle mode. Alright, real quick, I want to compare the vehicle mode to see what's similar. Only thing I can tell you is they try to put these little holes here where the pile drivers go on this car. You have the option to display this vehicle, and there's that little flap. With these as guns or boosters or something, turbos, that's the only little G1 holdover that I really see from the toy. I mean, other than the standard deco, the little blowers here, that's the only real holdover. This toy-ish on this car. They changed the little sides here. It had like a little souped up vent intake right there. And this is just a standard side swipe looking Lamborghini here. So that's the only little nod to the G1 toy I see on this whole thing. Is just the little holes here, because you can still, even when you got it in supercharger mode, you can flip these out and turn it into the side swipe looking rear and still have the supercharger look in this mode. So they threw one little nod in there, I guess. So other than that, this is the end of my little bonus review. Man, the rubber tires make these things roll a lot better. He has a lot better clearance. You can still hear this guy dragging a little bit. It actually sounds kind of cool. But he dragged. The little gray pieces are dragging, I guess, to protect the chrome. You can hear him dragging pretty good. But all the tires are rolling now. But I got it transformed back. And you can see this door just drifting on me a little bit. Oh, man, it sucks. Really sucks. So thanks for sticking around. Oh, and you can see, before I go, the little ventilation inside here that they added to it. I don't know if it's gray plastic or painted over the chrome, but it has the little holes in the ventilation in there, which is a super nice touch. They went all out for this toy. And other than this little mirror and this door spoiler for me, I love the figure. George 80s Transformer fan, thank you for watching bonus review. See you soon.